Welcome back to our Power BI course. In today's class, we are going to learn about star schema and snowflake schema arrays. So today these topics I will cover to you. Okay, let's go to the class. Okay, I will explain in this whiteboard. There are very important concepts in Power BI, SQL and data warehousing, because they help us organize data properly for reporting and analysis. So by the end of the class, you will understand what is schema, what is schema. You will understand at the end of the class what is schema, what is star schema, what is a snowflake schema, what is a snowflake okay. Next, difference between them, difference between the starflake and snowflake schema. Difference between, I'm shortly writing like this, between them means snowflake schema and star schema. These two schemas I will explain the difference what it is. And the last one is, which one is better in Power BI? Which one is better? Which one is better in Power BI? So these topics I will cover to you so far. And after that I will explain real-time examples. What is real-time examples? So let's start today's session. So first one is, what is schema? If interviewer asks this question, what is schema means, you must tell like this. A schema is a simple way of organizing tables in a database. Okay, you understand? I hope so. In Power BI, we connect multiple tables like this: sales table, customer tables, products table, date table, like this. Right? In Power BI, different tables like this. So the way these tables are connected is called the schema. That is called a schema. What is schema means? In Power BI, we connect multiple tables, right? Like sales table, customer table, products table, date tables. The way these tables are connected is called a schema. The two most common schemas are, I will write here. The two most common schemas are star schema. First one is star schema. And second one is snowflake schema. Snowflake schema. Okay, these two schemas today I will explain. Okay. So what is star schema? Did you understand, right? What is schema? Now what is star schema? A star schema is a database structure which one central table is connected to multiple secondary tables. The central table is called a fact table. In the star schema, there are two tables, fact table and dimension tables. Fact table is the center table. There is a center table right in the schema that is called star schema, and surrounding tables like, wait, I will explain in a graph so that you can understand much. This is a star schema. Okay, this is central table, and this is a fact table. Sorry, not. I am explaining this. This is star schema. So this is fact table. Okay, now surrounding also tables will be there with connected with one column. That is the dimension table. Dimension tables are more can be more, but fact table is always one table only. One table should be there in fact table, but dimension tables, there are many dimension tables. This is the dimension table. I am just representing as dim. Like this. Okay, so much more tables will be there here. Actually, in example, I will show you like only two or three tables, but in real world we can see much more tables like dimension tables. Okay, like sales table or countries table, like that. Many tables will be situated here. Okay, this will all comes under star schema only. I hope you understand, guys. Now these table, these table contains like sales amount, quantity, and profit, product ID, or customer ID, or date ID. Like that, different tables will be there. These tables stores transactional data. Okay, this is the fact table. Okay, see in product table, let product name, category, or brand also there. So the different tables will be there in product table only. Like that, different. So the structure is like a little star, right? Star. That's why this is called star schema. You can easily remember like this. What it is? Imagine a supermarket sales system. Fat table is equal to fat table. We can take it as like sales table. Okay. This table contains in sales table what are the common columns in the sales table? I will write here. First one you can write. You can take it like sales amount. Second one is quantity. Third one we can take like profit. And fourth one product ID. Now fifth one is customer ID. And sixth one you can take date ID. Like this you can take. So this table stores transactional data. Now I will explain about dimensional table. What is dimensional table and everything. This table contains descriptive information. Example product table. Example I will write here. First one is product in product table there are different columns, right? Product name, category, and brand. So these three columns you can take in product table, and in customer table also you can take. Wait. In customer table we can take it like customer name, city, and in and country. Country also you can take country. Okay, these three columns you can take it for customers details, customer table. What it is, I hope you understand now. Now in date table we can take it like date table also different columns will be there, right? For date table we can take it like year, month, and we can take like quarter. So the table is started. Okay. All these tables turn us directly to the sales table. All these tables write sales details and product details, customer details and date details. All these details will be connected to the sales table. Now I will explain the star schema structure. Structure of the star schema like this only. Structure I am just simply write right here. In the between, in the center, in the middle, we can write sales. Sales here date will be there. Just assume like date. Here the screen is not going here, so I am just saying here, so you can understand. Just practice in your home, guys. This is the date table is also there in the sales table. Date column is there, and here product column. Sorry, my handwriting is not good here. Here you can take like customer details. Customer column is there, and here employee name is also there. So this is the star schema structure. Star schema is like this only. See here that it is like star only, right? Product table, customer details, in here employee details, and here date column is there. So the structure is like star only. So star schema is nothing but simply assume that in every side there must be a column, there must be a table, sorry, not column, there must be a table. So all the tables will be connected to the sales table. That is called star schema. Now I will explain advantages of star schema. Now let's discuss why star schema is important. First one is, I will write here, don't worry guys. It is easy to understand. Only one E, right? Easy to understand. And it is also faster performance. Easy understand, easy to understand means The structure is simple and beginner friendly. That is why it is easy to understand. Faster performance is Power BI works faster with star schema. That's why we can call it as like faster performance. And in the third one, we can we can write like it is better for reporting. Creating visuals and DAX calculations becomes easier while using the star schema. Now it is recommended by Microsoft. As you know, Microsoft is a standards company. That's why this is also advantage for the star schema today. Recommended by Microsoft, right? This is the fourth advantage, okay? So star stream is that's only guys. No worries. Now we'll explain about Snowflake schema, okay? Snowflake schema is an extension of star schema. Snowflake schema is an extension of star schema. In this model, dimension tables and further divided into additional tables. The structure becomes more complex and looks like a snowflake. That's why it is called Snowflake schema. It is just an addition of a star schema, okay? But the structure is literally a snowflake. That's why we call it as later Snowflake schema. Okay, guys? Example I will explain now. I will explain example now. It's better to erase all this. Uh, just to just take a screenshot this. Oh, it's already deleted. Okay, no problem. In the video, just go backwards sometimes and take screenshot, and you can go to here now. Now, what is the snowflake schema? Snowflake schema is already said, right? Snowflake schema is an extension of a star schema. In this model, dimension tables are further divided into additional tables. The structure becomes more complex and looks like a snowflake. That's why it is called snowflake schema. Instead of storing everything in our product table, for example, we can take it like a product for product table. I will give you the columns here, guys. Just assume that in product table, what 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 will be the normal columns here? Product ID is there, right? Product ID, okay, and after that, product name is there, and category ID. So then category details are stored in another table. So this is the table for the product table, okay? Product ID, product name, category ID. Only three columns are there. I wrote. Okay. Now in category table, we can write it here. I guess. Now I'm writing about category table. In category table, the columns are like category ID. ID is there. Okay. Next, and after that, category name is also there. name. Now products table will be turned to the category table. Okay, this creates multiple layers. Examples for the snowflake schema, I am telling about this pencil array. For snowflake schema, how it looks like in the between sales table is there, and here customer table is there. Okay, and here date table will be there, will be connected here. And here product, and here category will be there. I am writing about snowflake schema days. Star schema I already explained. So now I am explaining snowflake schema. So here category table will be also connected here. These all are different tables days. Okay, now understood, right? For the sales table, customer table will be connected here. Category table is connected to here. Product table is connected from here. Dev table is also connected from here. Yes. Now more tables are connected from each with each other. Now we'll explain advantages of snowflake schema. I already explained the star schema, right? For star schema advantages I already right. Now I will explain about snowflake schema guys. Advantages of snowflake schema. Okay. Here what is the advantages means? First one is reduces data redundancy. Here duplicate data is minimized. That's why it is reduces data redundancy. That is one advantage of the snowflake schema. Why it is reduces data means here duplicates will be removed. That's why here duplicate data is minimized. That's why it reduces data redundancy. Now better data organization. Better, this is the second one. better data organization. It means large enterprise systems are uses Snowflake schema. That's why it is better data organization. Next advantage is, what is the next advantage of Snowflake schema, guys? It saves storage. Because repeated values are stored properly. Now I will explain. There are some disadvantages also there is. For Snowflake schema, some disadvantages are there. So now I will explain what are the disadvantages of Snowflake schema. Disadvantages. Disadvantages of Snowflake schema. So what are the disadvantages, guys? First one is, it is a complex structure. The structure is very much complicated here. That is, it is very complex structure. It's harder to understand. That's why it is a complex structure. Complex is in the sense it is a hard right. In the dictionary, we can find the definition of the complex. What the complex means, hard base. So it is a hard structure. The structure is very much hard compared to the star schema. Snowflake schema structure is very complex. Next, it is a slower performance comparing to the Starflow schema. It is a slower performance phase. Too many joins in reduces Power BI performance. That is why it is slower performance. In Snowflake schema, I already said right. It is the extension of the star schema. So here joins will be more here. That is the reason it will reduce the Power BI performance. That's why it is a slower performance. Performance in the sense it will reduce the performance of the Power BI guys. Now third point, here dot will be there. Okay. Third one is, it is difficult for beginners because there are more tables here, right? So difficult for beginners. Relationships becomes confusing days. That is the reason it is difficult for beginners. Now I will explain the difference between the star schema and snowflake schema days. I will remove all the data. If you want this one, that just take screenshot this. I will change. change it to into empty file. Okay. Okay, now it's empty. I will explain the star schema and snowflake schema, guys. Here, difference between the star schema and snowflake schema here. First, I will write here feature. Now, I will explain the difference, guys. Now, this is star schema. This is snowflake schema. Okay. So first one we can write what is the feature structure. We can explain for both structure. For structure, it is a simple. This is a simple structure star schema is. But for snowflake schema, I already said right. It is a complex compared to the star schema. That's why that is the reason I am typing here complex. Now performance we can consider performance now. Star schema is the performance is faster, but for snowflake schema the performance is slower because it has more tables, right? That is the reason it is far slower. Now we can consider relationships here. Here few relationships will be there less, but here more relationships are there. Comparing to the star schema, I already said right. It has more relationships will be there. And now easy of use. You can take it as like this. What easy of use, okay? For star schema, how much it is easy or difficult? Easy days, right? But snowflake schema, I already said right. Snowflake schema compared to star schema, it is difficult, somewhat difficult, right? So we can write it here, difficult. Storage. Now I'll explain about storage here. These all are characteristics days. Storage. Here more storage. Here less storage. Okay. Now best for it is best for Power BI reports. Large data warehouses. It is here. Here the data is more, right? That's why that is the reason It is best for large data warehouses. Now there is a common interview question right now. I will explain what is the best for which schema is best for Power BI. If interview asks like this, what you will answer? Which schema is best for Power BI? For Power BI product projects, star schema is highly recommended. I have already told many times, right? For star schema is very much useful in Power BI reports. If suppose interview asks which schema is best for Power BI, you can simply say that star schema is much more better than the is highly recommended. I am saying star schema is highly recommended than Snowflake schema. Okay, actually more Power BI reports they will use star schema only. If you are doing any project also in Power BI, you need to use star schema only, not Snowflake schema days. Star schema it is OTA for Power BI reports because it is better performance, easy relationships, and faster dashboards. That's why we can take this star schema in Power BI projects days in our Power BI projects. Okay, simple data translation. Data translation is also very simple in star schema compared to the Snowflake schema. Snowflake schema is mainly used in enterprises in enterprise level databases days. In enterprise level databases, in enterprise level also database will be there. So in there only we will use Snowflake schema. Okay. Now I will explain some practical demo explanation. Now in practical session, import sales table. This is some practical demo explanation days. I'm saying import sales table. Next one is import products table also import. So we should need to import product table. Now, now another practical demonstration is this is a practical demo explanation. Yes. Now import customer table. Now create relationships. Create relationships. This is the fourth point. And fifth point is Connect all tables to sales table. Connect all tables to sales table. If you want any table information, just comment me guys in the below section. Comment section will be there, right? Just comment that we need sales table, or we need products table, or we need customer table, or we need relationships. You can create in the relationships. Just comment me guys in the below section. And one interview question will be there here. So you need to do all these activities. If you want any table, just information, you just comment me guys in the below section. Then I will forward to you guys. Okay? Okay. Observe the star shaped structure in model view. After you connect all the tables to sales table, then last task is observe the star shaped structure in model view. Just observe this. Observe the star shaped structure in model view this. This is the last task, okay? So this is the practical demonstration days. Just practice in your home days. Now these all six tasks practice in your home, and you will be complete this session days. So this is the 12th task schema. Now I will explain important interview question days now. So many interviews ask like, why is task schema preferred in Power BI? I have already told many times here, right? Star schema is only preferred in Power BI desktop like that. So why we prefer the star schema days? Now I will tell you the answer. Because it provides better performance. What is the question guys? Why is star schema is preferred in Power BI? And simpler relationships. Simpler relationships. And easier reporting. And it is faster translations. That's why we use star schema days. In Power BI desktop, we will use star schema only. Why we use star schema rather than snowflake schema means it is better performance, and the relationships is much more simpler, and it is easier reporting, and it is faster calculations. So that's only these 4 points. So what what are the concepts you have learned today? So today we learned what is schema. I have already explained what is schema, and what is a fact table. Fact table, it is we can named it as factorial table also. We can consider this as fact table. Now and after that we learned about dimension tables. What is dimension table and how it connected. But fat in the fat table and dimension table, which table we will prefer in offices? Fat table only, right? I already explained this. Now star schema. Okay, next snowflake schema. Snowflake schema. Next difference between them. I already explained the difference between the star schema and snowflake schema. And which schema is better best in Power BI? This one also we covered today. Which schema is best in Power BI? Actually, Power BI means in the sense Power BI desktop days. So these concepts are very important for real-time projects and interview days. Thank you everyone for watching today's class. If you understand the concepts, please like this video and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for upcoming Power BI classes. See you in next class. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone. Thank you.